G'day, I'm Nicole Hope and I'm living in love and not in fear. Welcome to my channel, Ascension Through Spiritual Warfare. So, my beloveds, you are the leader and the way shower in this matrix, in this world. And every time you level up and reveal what you know, they realise who you are. So there's magic all around us, you know, like evil magic being done on the beloveds. And you really have to be discernful, you know, like even the people that are smiling in your face and want to be your friend, you can't trust anyone or anything. Even the shows that you watch, like I watch, you know, YouTube, and you know, I just notice, you know, I can tell by what they're saying, and the ads on YouTube, I feel them even harder. And if you just listen to what they're saying, you know, they're trying to do the spells of, you know, spells against your stability, spells against your finances, you know, spells of lust spells, you know, and or of your old addictions, you know, and it's, you just always, this is why I stay alone, because I always have to protect myself. And I might put up the golden shield of divine protection, you know, every morning, but it will still it'll still break away by you know, watching, you know, because everything is just coming at the beloveds at the moment, trying to take us off our path with spell work. And it's just, I know, it's just pathetic. But that's because you've just become who you were always meant to be, but who you always were. You are the warrior. And you know it now. But guess what? They know it too. They know. And they do. They know who you are. And now you do too. Right? And it's all a test, but it's all a test that you keep passing. You know, like last night, and I think last night was the full moon. You know, and I don't like to worry about that sort of stuff anymore, but that's when I, you know, feel attacked the most, and spiritually, you know, and I did put up a form of protection before I went to sleep, and I fell asleep and I was dreaming. Now my old addiction was, you know, one that would cost a lot of money and put me, you know, so it would put me, you know, back to instability, spending my money on crap, you know, meeting people that are in lustful and being put in situations of, you know, sex and all those sorts of things are what's going to take you off your path to ascension. And you know, because it's all got to do with the Kundalini awakening and, you know, your consciousness, you know, rising. It all happens within. The magic what they don't realise is that you realise that the magic is already within us. And so last night I dreamt of these people around me, trying to get me to spend my money, trying to get me to use drugs, and, and then being sexual towards me. And I even in the dream, I cancelled and rebuked that. And I woke up from the dream. And it happened a few times last night. I had to constantly last night keep putting the golden shield of protection around me, around my home, like weird stuff and weird stuff. It is just such a weird time during the full moon, and this was a real super full moon, and it was really bright and full of magic. And then every time that you work out the deception. Anyway, today I've gone for a walk and I've gone to use these toilets that I use. But the toilets that I go into, that one was locked and they just had one that was open. And it's like they know what I'm going to do before I'm going to do it. And so I go into it, and there's all these people in there using the drugs. And I go, oh, sorry, but I'm busting into a pee and I'm walking everywhere. I can't go anywhere until I've done a pee. But it's very triggering, when you see it all, going on. It is triggering still. And then, they all come out and they all got to say something, And, well, I ask them how much it is. And it is expensive. It's much more than what I used to pay for it. Like, triple the price. And, no, thank you. But, I was just it was in my face, so I just thought, ask. Not that he got any money for that stuff, right? I'm over that. Proper. But every time you awaken to this deception, the more they realise that you know and that you've awakened. And it's just going to keep going. So you just have to stay in your power. But you've come and you've been born again into this warrior that you always were, but now you have turned into now. You've risen from the ashes, and you are mighty, and you are mighty in the new world. And so, make sure you keep loving yourself and who you are and who you always were and who you've turned into, which is who you always were anyway. Keep loving on yourself and keep being proud and of yourself, because you are mighty. You are a mighty warrior, worthy of your birthright, worthy of the new world. And in this new world, everyone is going to treat you with the worthiness of the mighty, because you are a mighty, mighty warrior. And you're going to make it through this shit world. And then when you get to the other side, nothing and no one from before is going to matter at all. Okay? And that's the truth. So I'm having a blessed and wonderful rise to my warrior, my warrior, mighty warrior ascension timeline,
I hope you are, my beloveds. And hey, stay beautiful.